Okay, awesome. Okay, so it started.
Okay, great. Hi, I'll start. Hi, my name's Annabelle. This is my first year back in, like 20 years in
Mhm.
school. I'm just trying to get my education back and trying to get a degree. This is my first time on campus and doing this online too. I'm not very savvy, but I'm trying to do the best that I can. So I got the psychology class because I wanted to try to pursue my career in being a psychologist working in mental health because I currently work in mental health. I just wanted to get, a title and pursue my education. Um, that's pretty much about it.
Awesome.
What do you do, or like, what's your job right now?
So I work for a mobile response team in Santa Barbara County for mental health. So I work for a private company and they call us and I work nights and then so when there's like a mental health crisis for hospitals, PD calls, or just out on the field or jails for mental health, they call our team and we go and respond to them and we assess them and evaluate them to see if they need to be put on a 5150 hold or we can safety plan them and have like a safety plan and provide resources for them.
So it's not like a counselor, you just
No,
meet with them. Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm not the counselor or the therapist. No, we just go and assess the situation and just ask a few series of questions, see if they can communicate properly with us, and if they can, then we can do a safety plan. And if they have a plan or people to support them, then we can plan and do a safety plan. But when they don't, then we put them on a 5150 hold and then they get resources, they get their rights taken away and then they get resources and they get help.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
liking it.
awesome that you're like coming back to pursue your degree and stuff. I love that.
Yeah.
What about you, Emily?
I'm also like I've been kind of in and out of like SPCC, but now I'm finally like back to like knowing that I want to be a lawyer. So now I'm just starting to do like the pre-law classes, and psychology is kind of one of them to like know how like the mind works and stuff, and like about criminals. I'm from Santa Barbara, but I do live in Lompoc right now, because my family moved out here and I couldn't afford the rent by myself in Santa Barbara, so I moved down here with them. But I do work in Santa Barbara. I drive down. I work in a nursing home. I do activities with them, not like a CNA or anything. I think I'm not qualified or like I can't do all of that like with them. Um, and yeah, that's just some stuff about me.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah,
So what do
that's
you
it is
do?
awesome.
What do you do like in the nursing home, like activities like what does your day to day look like?
Yeah, so in the morning we like pass out coffee to them, and like we just watch TV with them, and then there's always like activities that starts at like 9, and then later, and then after that we do either like coloring or we like paint with them. We go out to like the patios, or we play like bingo or like loteria with them sometimes. And then yeah, we were just there like kind of being with them, interacting with them so they won't be like all day in their beds and stuff. So it's pretty fun. It's chill, so
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool.
It is. That's pretty cool. What
well,
about you, Maddie?
So for me, I I did a semester at a school called Grand Canyon University in Phoenix last year, and that was like my first semester out of high school, and I hated it, and I did not pass any of my class. It was just awful. The environment was just like not for me at all. And I was born in San Diego. And so I've always like loved California, always been like tied to California and stuff. And I live in Oregon right now, which is not, I mean, it's not that far, but it's like far. But I chose SPCC because I want to move. I'm moving down to California with my boyfriend. He's stationed in the Coast Guard in Northern California. So I'm moving down there. So I was like, well, I can be like closer and, be by the beach. And I'm studying nursing. So hopefully doing
Wow,
pediatric nursing.
wow, right on.
Yeah, right now I'm a
Okay.
nanny and I just quit, which is really sad. So I'm gonna miss her. I nanny for a 2-year-old little girl.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
awesome age.
Did
Yeah.
you move to Oregon with like your family or did you like with your
Yeah, yeah. So I moved to Oregon when I was like 5 with my family.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, so I grew up in Oregon, but I was born in San Diego.
How do you like Oregon?
I love Oregon. It's so pretty. It's kind of boring, but it's super pretty.
Yeah. Fresh air and all
Hmm.
those trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of nature. Very like I love to camp and stuff and like grow
Right
up
on.
and stuff.
Mm, right on.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right. What else do we have to talk about? Let me see. I
Oh
think I
yeah,
was
I
up.
was like I'm looking. Um okay, I think we have to upload this to YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
mean,
can stop it.
yeah. Okay, but I mean, do you guys, everyone understands like Canvas and everything and how it works and everything? I know it said help
Yeah.
each other understand the organization of Canvas. I mean, I feel like Canvas is pretty easy to navigate in general. Like,
Yes, I agree. I agree. I thought I was gonna have, when I first started this, I thought I was gonna have a hard time trying to navigate and trying to get my classes and do everything. And then once I just start reading obviously the directions, and what the good thing is that the instructors give like little links, which
mhm.
that to me is like awesome because I wouldn't have done this. I
Yeah.
sent you guys emails about hosting, but I don't know. My computer doesn't say like I don't have the record button. So thank you, Maddie, for stepping in and helping me out on that. I appreciate it
Yeah, yeah, of
because
course.
I don't know why my computer doesn't say recording.
Yeah.
Maybe I had to add it on when I created the meeting. Maybe I had to add a little button or something, but I don't recall reading anything about it. But I appreciate it. Thank you, and
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
a pleasure to meeting all both of you. And our group did start big and it went slow. And one thing, I was all nervous trying to figure out how am I going to do this because I was trying to communicate, with you guys, and then I'm like, and I'm one of those people that I didn't want to wait till last minute, but then I don't mind as long as we get it done, which is great.
Right.
Yeah,
Did other people leave the class or they
I
just
think they just didn't do the work,
Oh, okay.
so that's why
Oh,
they got dropped. I'm assuming.
Because
Because he had sent I sent him an email, said, what, no, my group 2 hasn't responded to me, and right the next day YouTube responded, and I'm like, okay, great, now I'm gonna connect with him, because I was thinking like, what if I can't meet with them, or what if nobody responds or does, and he's like, oh, well, just send me an email. But then the next day you guys both responded, which was great.
yeah, because I felt like when I looked at the thing that our group was pretty big. That's why I was like
Yeah.
surprised when you had just emailed me and Emily. I was like, wait, what happened to everybody else?
I know, it shrunk.
Yeah. But that'll be nice for like assignments and discussions and stuff because I feel like it's a lot better to discuss when it's like just a small group, you know.
Yeah, I can get a little bit more personal. We can get to
Mhm.
know each other better, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
great.
which
It's
is really
awesome
great.
because we're all live in different places.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, but I was confused too. I was like, wait, our group is so small now, like.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, it does. Okay, I thought I just read it says the first team meeting discussion should last at minimum 20 minutes. But I'm like,
Dude, we're
what do
like
we
20
talk
minutes into
about?
it. We're supposed to talk about for 20 minutes. Well, okay, I can talk about I got dogs. I got a Dalmatian. I got a Morkie. I got a Chihuahua. I got a cat.
Because you have a
Um,
lot of dogs.
I know.
Oh.
So I excuse me. So I live in a ranch up towards going towards I'm in Bilton. So I live
Mhm.
Oh
near
wow.
by Lompoc, yeah. So
In San Ynez, is it by like
well, on
San Ynez?
246, it's on the way towards Lompoc, or on if you're
Oh,
going
okay.
towards Lompoc, it's on 246. But if you're going towards San Ynez, it's on Bilton. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And so I
Nice.
have all these pets. I don't have horses.
Mhm.
I don't really have anything else because I don't have time for them. I really have time for these dogs.
Yeah, no,
You
I
like
get you. I live on a ranch and it's a lot. It's a lot. I have
You
horses,
do.
goats, chickens, cows, ducks, dogs.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's a
it's
lot of
a
work. Do you
bit.
take care of all of
No, I used to do goats like for 4-H and stuff. I used to show the animals, but I got too old and I don't have any animals anymore. We had a big barn fire. This is really sad. We had a big barn fire last
Oh,
Christmas and
wow.
took out like all of our animals, which was like
Oh, I'm so
so
sorry.
sad. Yeah, it's okay. But that and I didn't like buy any animals for myself after that because I was like, well, like I'm too old and like I didn't think that I was gonna be living back home again. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't have any. I don't really take care of them, but like I'll pet them sometimes and
Me
like
neither.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like I'll feed the horse like an apple sometimes, but
And what about you, Emily? Any pets?
Yeah, I have two dogs. She's actually right here.
oh,
Oh, it's all
She
laid out.
she's very she was I got her during COVID, so she's very like clingy, because
Oh
like
yeah.
I was always home with her, so she doesn't never really leaves my side. Kind of
oh,
annoying
little
sometimes,
quarantine puppy. So cute. Oh, I love quarantine puppies. I got my two dogs during COVID too, and they're still yeah like super clingy.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think dogs just get cleaning because they just want that love and attention.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Except they're like kids, but they don't talk back. You can just put them in a cage and leave them there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Children, you can't do that.
No. Yeah, you can't really put the kids in a cage.
Yeah. So I'm a mom. I've been a single mom too. So I have teenagers. I have actually a 24-year-old and a 19-year-old. And I'm a grandma. I have a little grandson. Yeah,
Oh,
he's 3 years old.
awesome.
Yeah, very
3.
blessed to have him. So, but I'm a young grandma.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely like a baby person. I connect really well with kids. I'm hoping to do pediatric nursing, but if not, I'm gonna
that's
go
so
into like
awesome.
NICU and little babies, like the premature babies and stuff like that. Just like
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. That is awesome.
it
Kids
scares
are
me
so
though.
special.
Yeah, yeah, kids are great. It scares me though, because I feel like with NICU babies, like they're so fragile that like, I would be so scared to like put an IV in like a little preemie
Oh,
baby.
imagine. Oh my God. You have to like have these little, do they have like special needles? I'm sure they do, huh? Like these special
Yeah.
little needles, huh?
Yeah, like tiny little microscopic.
Yeah, little things.
Um, Anyways, fun fact about me, I realized I didn't share. I have a heart condition. So I was born, because I was gonna talk about like the hospital stuff, but I was born with a hole in my heart. So like when I was born, I had a hole the size of a quarter in my heart. So
Oh
like, you can imagine like
wow.
a baby's fist and then like a quarter. That's like how
Wow,
big the hole was, which is pretty insane.
it
And
is.
they patched it up, and I keep having to have surgeries and stuff, but that kind of like really inspired me to like want to work in healthcare. And so
Yeah,
like I feel like that's why I feel super connected to like healthcare and like like the pediatric side of it because like I've been through it all, and stuff like that.
yeah.
But
Miracle baby.
yeah, yeah, that's a pretty
You're
pretty fun
awesome.
fact that I didn't share. But yeah,
That's
I
so
feel like that's
awesome.
kind of like what inspired me to work in healthcare in a sense.
Are you taking any like BMS classes right now?
Not yet, no.
They're pretty difficult. I
Are
was
they
trying to
bad?
also like I was trying to do go into healthcare, but I'm like, no, it's not for me, but the
Yeah,
classes are great.
I've heard it's a pretty treacherous road.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You've taken healthcare classes?
Yeah, I took BMS, like the bones and just like the body and it was I mean I finished them and stuff, but it
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
I ended up not like doing it. Like it wasn't for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you decided to be a lawyer? You want
Yeah.
to be a lawyer? What type of lawyer?
I'm still deciding between a prosecutor or a attorney. It's
Ooh.
Yeah.
either or. I'm not entirely too sure about which one, but it's gonna be also it's pretty hard also, I know. Like it's gonna be a lot of schooling, but I feel like I'm more on the like lawyer, like I like to like talk more and like, like argue, I guess. So I think
Great.
it'll be better for me than being in
Yeah,
the
I love
hospital.
that.
In
I
the
love that,
hospital?
especially like if you love to argue, like that's
Yeah.
definitely like a good
Yeah.
career because you get paid to just like argue and win the arguments. Like,
Yep. You better
Um
get good at it.
and about You said you wanted to be a criminal justice or
No. So I want to work with mental health.
oh,
So like, okay, when I was growing up, I have gone to school and I took in some art classes because I wanted to be an interior designer architect, but I changed my career because I started working because as a single mom, I stopped going to school. And so I just was working and I decided to work with mental health. And so then I enjoyed working with just people that are in mental health because the lack of it and because I realized that I just like to help people, you know. So ever since I've been working in mental health, that's the career that I'm changing my career to that. And then we'll see from there yet. I mean, I know for sure that's what I want to do now, but who knows in the later future, but for right now that's what I'm going for right now. Mental health, just trying to help people that are, that have people misunderstand them, and I think I've worked and I connected with them really well, and I think I understand them, and I'm just trying to, have also help have the world because they're misunderstood, they get mistreated and stuff, and they're just having a mental health crisis, and it's life. Everybody has a mental health crisis, and it's
Yeah.
just how we deal with it, and if we have the support system, and a lot of us don't, or if they do have the support system, the family members, I've come across that family members just don't have the time and the patience to deal with them.
I love that you're passionate about that. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely feel that. And it's definitely something that's like very real and like relevant or relevant relevant in today's
Relevant.
um society and like very important. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah. It is. And I mean, it's interesting, and it's, because you see a lot of cops like mistreating them and they end up being like either killed or shot, or instead of dealing. So now they have a team like us that when the police feel like it's like a mental health situation, they'll hold the individual until we show up, which is great because it helps, instead of, mistreating them and killing them or doing something incorrectly.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And you guys get to step in and just kind of like be there for them versus like, because I feel like when people get into a crisis like that, they don't want to talk to the police about like what's
Yep.
going on in their head. And like for you guys to be able to step in and be like, okay, like, we're not going to do anything. Like, we just want to talk to you and like for
Yep.
you to be there for them to like express is like, that's awesome.
And we're people. I mean, we've all been through. I mean, we've the ones that we and my team, we all had mental crisis situations that happen. Either we've lived with, or we've been around, or they've improved, and
Mhm.
so life on life's terms. So we're able to talk to these people and and understand them. And it's not like police, because when people come across police people, a lot of people get scared, and because they don't know how to act right, you know what I mean, they start
Yeah.
acting nervous. With us, they feel a little bit more comfortable, and we'll have a little bit like a quick session, like evaluate them and tell us personal things so we can try to assist them.
Mhm. Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like it's kind of like when you're in elementary school and you get in trouble and you talk to like a teacher, a different teacher versus the principal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you don't want to like talk to the principal when you're in trouble about like your struggles and stuff like that. You want to talk to someone who's like a human that's like not gonna like lay down the law on you, you
Yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's awesome though, because it's definitely something that's very needed. Like people need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I think this is a cool team. We have a lawyer, we have a nurse practitioner for kids. This is awesome. And a mental
Mhm.
health crisis person.
Awesome. We're like a whole team. You get in trouble
Yeah.
with the law, we're here. We got you.
Yep.
You get in a
We got
crisis,
you guys.
we got you. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's
Okay,
20
well,
minutes now.
yeah. It was good to meet you guys and get to
Me
know
too.
you.
Right on.
I think I
Okay,
just
so then we'll just stop recording or whatever, and then we'll figure out the rest. I'll start doing it since I'll do the host stuff, and then I'll figure out the recording. If not, then we can just have you record, Maddie.
okay,
If I
yeah.